Hey gang, it's JC and this is the Daily Dose for Monday, March 12th, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We have great television archives at the top of the page. Our eye candy feature is below. We'll get to that in a minute. And over in the corner, the results of Friday's rock and roll poll question. Howard Stern in town with America's Got Talent over at the fabulous Fox Theater, and 44% of you said he's a riot and he'll pump some new life into that show. But right behind that at 31%, he's an obnoxious pig and I won't be watching the show. 25% of you, however, said that explains the line of bisexual strippers in front of the Fox Theater. All right, let's move on to today's rock and roll poll question. The St. Louis Rams, their new defensive coordinator, Greg Williams, is in hot water with the NFL because of these bounty programs. Now, what should happen to him? A, he ought to be fired. The league doesn't need guys like this, making the game unnecessarily dangerous. B, he should be suspended a full season. It'd send a strong message. C, he should be suspended a half season. It'll send enough of a message. Or D, issue a warning but leave him alone. Otherwise, NFL is a violent game and many other teams have done it, and any other action would be unfair and hypocritical. That's quite a menu to choose from today. Please answer in the corner. We'll have results for you on Monday's edition of the Daily Dose right here. My weekend began Friday with two things that most people would be very upset about if only one of them happened. I had a flat tire on one car and a dead battery on the other. This is the way the flat tire, it's like, okay, I better drive over there and sort of see what to do about the flat tire. I go to start the other car, the battery's dead. So, and it was not the kind that you could recharge, it wouldn't hold the charge. So I needed a new tire and also a new battery on two separate cars. That's the way everything started. Mitt Romney is going to take advantage of the nice weather here in St. Louis. Tomorrow, 11:50 at Kirkwood Park. Gas prices through the roof, you already know that. St. Patrick's Day coming up this weekend. A lot can change between now and Saturday. Right now, they're saying 71 degrees with a 30% chance of rain. Well, you know, that's a 70% chance that it won't rain. If it's 70 degrees on St. Patrick's Day, that's when you start getting into the 700, 800,000 crowd total down along Market Street. Let's just sort of see what happens there. All right, if you like the TV show Glee and you like Heather Morris, the blonde cheerleader Brittany, you're gonna have a very good day because her naked pictures showed up. Somebody hacked her cell phone and she is extremely naked and very naughty poses, and boy oh boy, that's a hell of a start to a Monday. Olivia Munn, meantime, still saying the pictures of her that were on the internet are not her. Halle Berry and her new boyfriend are engaged. Dick Van Dyke, 86, girlfriend 40, now married. And the Tim Tebow craze could be over, or at least interrupted, because Peyton Manning was interviewing with the Denver Broncos. If they pick him up, they will probably trade Tim Tebow. But get this, the team that is rumored to be most interesting in Tebow is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Why do I mention that? Well, because if the Rams leave, you got Shad Khan from over there in Illinois, who is, you know, he might just decide, well, look, you know, I'll just go to, we can have Tim Tebow here in St. Louis. Let's see what happens. What's going on with Oprah and this network and this much hyped interview with Bobby Christina? She was on last night. Just no big deal. It wasn't one newsworthy thing mentioned in that entire interview. Eddie Murphy's got a new movie, 1,000 Words. It got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. 39 critics reviewed it. Nobody liked it. First mainstream movie to get a 0 so far this year. Britney Spears reportedly wants $20 million to judge on The X Factor. The Voice is paying Christina Aguilera $10 million. Jennifer Lopez got 12 when she started, 20 when she re-upped. And Italy has sold the Love Boat. That's right, the Pacific Princess, which was the backdrop for all of the episodes on the Love Boat, which has basically been docked for the last many, many years or so. Boat was built. When you're trying to say the boat was built, sometimes it just go buh. The boat was built back in 1971. $3.3 million. They're going to sell it for scrap. Happened to the Admiral. Televangelist Robert Schuller, you know that Hour of Power thing? He's got that Crystal Cathedral thing. $57.5 million in the hole. He has stepped down. He is gone. And that is the end of that. I had another story about televangelist. Oh, Pat Robertson. Did you hear that? Pat Robertson says that pot should be legalized. back when other churches were screening the Passion of the Christ, Pat Robertson was showing his parishioners Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Yesterday, his sermon was all about not being able to feel his face. Sunday, he talked about the gospel according to Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Dave Matthews. Gloria Allred has said that Rush Limbaugh should be prosecuted for his comments about a Georgetown student trying to get some publicity by inserting herself into a media frenzy. Gosh, that doesn't sound like Gloria Allred. We changed the clocks. This supposedly is a very dangerous day. I live near the intersection of Clayton and Lindbergh, and it was like an episode of Cops this morning with helicopters flying around because there was a big accident. So, you get this sleep deprivation going right now. It leads to more accidents in traffic and at the workplace. It leads to more heart attacks, and it leads to today being an extremely unproductive workday. So, see, you have an excuse, you're off the hook. Consumer Reports just released a new survey where people rank the most annoying things other drivers do. Number 1, texting while driving. It even beat out parking in handicap spots, tailgating, drivers who cut you off, and people who speed and swerve in traffic came 4th and 5th. A shockingly high number of you have admitted to pleasuring yourselves while driving. How about 1 in 4? Well, that certainly explains a lot. All right, Tuesday is always the day the new videos come out, and tomorrow is going to be a very, very interesting day because there are 4 movies that I would say 3 of the 4 are certainly worth your attention. First of all, The Descendants. A lot of people thought that could have bumped off The Artist for Best Picture, Best Actor, stuff like that. George Clooney. Very, very good movie, and keep your eye on the oldest daughter, Shailene Woodley, who is just fantastic in this movie. Those of you who were not able to get to see it in the theater, you have your chance. It'll start popping up tomorrow. Also, the other real good one is My Week with Marilyn. Michelle Williams playing Marilyn Monroe is told from the perspective of a guy over in England. Long story, but very, very good movie and worth seeing. And then 2 that are sort of, could go either way. One is young adult Charlize Theron, who tries to break up the marriage of her old high school boyfriend, and Melancholia. And if you like Kirsten Dunst and you're a red-blooded American male, you will enjoy the completely and totally unobstructed and somewhat lengthy nude scenes from Kirsten Dunst about it's a sci-fi movie about this planet or something colliding with Earth. It's a very strange movie to me. Letterman tonight, Will Ferrell. I mentioned that because his appearance tonight sure to me looks like it will be funnier than the actual movie Casa de Mi Padre, which opens up this weekend and just looks awful from where I sit. All right, 5 days until St. Patrick's Day. As we said, the weather is looking, it could be pretty good. And with all the unseasonably warm weather headed our way, have a look at this letter. JC's Eye Candy today is right below what you're looking at right now. A local weatherman goes to a kid's school to, talk about weather like these weather guys always do. And then the teachers encourage the little kids to write letters back to the weatherman. And wait till you see the letter written by young Flint. That's all I'm going to tell you. Go read this letter right now. I don't know what sort of snacks the weather guy was handing out to the kids, but it must have been mushrooms. That's all I will say. All right, again, JC's rock and roll poll today. What should we do, or what should we do? What should the NFL do with Greg Williams, the Rams' new defensive coordinator? He's in a heap of trouble. Answer in the corner. We'll have results for you tomorrow, and that's it. JC's Daily Dose for Monday, March 12th, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.